Hello and welcome back to Motivation for Monday. Thank you so much for joining in. We've talked lately about things like pay attention to the other person, look at their needs, whatever we might be going through at the time. Today I want us to talk about listen. Listen. Do you ever see anybody sometime, or do you do this? Maybe you're sitting there like I just did, and all of a sudden you hear something, and you stop, you say, listen. That is the kind of attitude that I want to have. When somebody's talking with me, when it looks like somebody is wanting to say something, I want to stop and say to myself, listen, listen. I heard many years ago, and I think we mentioned it on our Motivation for Monday before. I don't know who said it. It was a lot of years ago. But somebody gave me a little poem one time that said this. His thoughts were slow, his words were few, and never formed to glisten. But he was a joy to all his friends. You should have heard him listen. I'll never forget that. I just wish I would practice it more. And in these years of my life, as I've gotten older, and thank God I'm getting older, I'm still around, I want to listen. Because I found this. The more you listen, the more we learn. The more we emphasize someone else, like we've talked 2 or 3 times now, the more we emphasize someone else, their needs, their desires, what they're trying to tell us, the more we do that, the more we listen to them, the more we learn, and the more we can better apply what we hear. Because what we hear, we can begin to see more. And as we see more, we're more sensitive to the things and the people around us. So, listen. Listen. One place I'm trying to listen more is in prayer. When I pray and I say, Lord, help me listen to you. Because when God speaks, it's generally very quiet, almost a whisper. You remember in the Bible when Elijah was in the cave and he wanted to hear the voice of God, and there was a whirlwind, but God's voice was not in the whirlwind, and an earthquake and a storm, but it was not there. But when everything settled down, Elijah heard God in a very still, small voice. But it thundered in his mind and in his heart. And when God spoke, it was a question. It was a question to Elijah. What are you doing here? What do you want? What do you need? Let's listen. It's one of the greatest characteristics we can have. And I want to do it better than I ever have. So please listen as we close. I appreciate you joining in. I appreciate your coming. I appreciate your comments that you send. I appreciate that you tell other people about this program. So please hear that, how much I do appreciate that. Thank you and God bless you. See you next time.